Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's your boy Willow, and today we are back with some more Don't Starve Shipwrecked. That's right, Don't Starve Shipwrecked PlayStation 4 edition. And so today we are doing the tips and how-to guide for beginners on how to survive in the earlier days and just how to begin the game off all together. And so the first step to doing that is picking your character. Now, I can't stress enough exactly how important it is that you pick the character you're comfortable with, because if you don't pick a character you're comfortable with, you're going to die quickly. And just knowing your character. So the reason I say you want to be comfortable with a character, because when you're comfortable with the character, you actually understand how they work. So it's really important that you read the notes down here at the bottom. So you see that the scientist grows a magnificent beard, so that the beard will actually keep you warmer during the winter. It won't keep you completely warm, but it will keep you warmer. So if you want to survive the winter and you trying to get to the longer days, having the scientist, the main starter character, is not a bad idea, but half you guys won't even make it to winter. So anyway, let's jump into the rest of the characters. So I don't have all the characters unlocked, but I just want to give you guys a couple more examples of what each character is able to do. So as you can see, Willow here, the fire starter, is actually immune to fire damage, and she has a lighter. And not only is this lighter crazy, but it has infinite power. So that means you could literally use it to survive the darkness no matter how long you're in the dark, because the lighter will never run out, so you'll always have light. But the really bad parts of her is, one, her insanity goes down really low, and I mean it goes down very quickly, especially when you get into later days. But also so when she gets nervous and her sanity starts to get down, she'll start setting things on fire. So if you're gonna play Willow and you don't have a great control of your sanity bar like later in the game, you do not want to have an entire wood base. I can't tell you guys, I've done that before. I've burned down my entire base just because she got nervous and set a chest on fire and burnt everything up. And not only did it burn up the chest, it burned up the science machine, alchemy machine, all my walls, everything. It was very bad. But anyway, so I'll get into one more character here. We got the robot here. I like playing the robot. The only thing that really sucks about the robot is he gets damaged by water, and he can eat anything, he can upgrade with gears, and him being struck by lightning doesn't actually hurt him, it helps him. But being damaged by water is such a big obstacle, because it rains a lot in Don't Starve. For the most part, if you play on the default version, it rains a lot in Don't Starve. And so when you have the robot, especially in the Shipwrecked expansion, yeah, things can get very difficult. So like if you're playing Shipwrecked, I honestly recommend that you never pick the robot, because not only will you barely ever find gears, it rains a ton, and the chances of you being struck by lightning are very slim. But anyway, so we're gonna actually jump into this here. I don't even know who I want to play. We'll actually jump in with let's jump in with the scientist. I haven't played with the scientist in a while, so let's go ahead and do that. So we'll jump in the Shipwreck world, and I will show everybody how to get started. Let's go. Alright, so as we jump into the world here, sorry, I was playing Pokemon Go, folks. I was trying to figure out where the heck these Pokemon are. Pokemon Go is too serious. I've been playing it religiously. I need to slow down, to be honest. I'm just kidding. I've been kind of working out. It's been like my workout thing, get me motivated to get out the house. I'm not saying I'm fat or anything, but I am out of shape, for sure, especially when I sit here and play games all day. So Pokemon Go has been my go-to workout game. But anyway, so as we jump into this right now, so we're loading into the island. I believe, yeah, I put the Shipwrecked expansion on. So you press X and all of this happens. So first thing you want to do is the island that you start off with, you want to get at least, I would try and get at least 3 flint. If you can get at least 3 flint, that is awesome. We found some doubloons. So get at least 3 flint and get as many sticks, grass, and flint as you can. I can't stress enough how important flint is. You really want flint, because it is very hard to find flint on some of the islands. So you want to have as much on hand as possible, and always keep track of how much flint you have on you, because if you're on an island and you run out of flint and there's no flint around the island at all, then you literally can't do anything, because you can't chop down trees and you can't make new rafts, or I mean, you literally can't do anything without flint. So it's just very important that you keep track of that. And what I'm grabbing right now are these limpets. So these are limpet rocks, And what you can do with the limpets is if you cook them, then they will actually heal your health and your hunger. But if you eat them raw, you actually hurt your sanity. So I got hunger, but I hurt my sanity, as you saw that. And so my sanity went down. So it's at 190 right now. And yeah, so it drops down 10 sanity, which is crazy amount of sanity. To be honest, that is a lot, especially in the Don't Starve world. That is a lot of sanity. You do not want to be losing 10 sanity just like that. So you know, from now on, when you do eat limpets, if you have been eating them like that in the past, make sure you cook them first, because what they will do is help your hunger and help your health. And next, so basically the first couple of days, actually just the first day, the first full day of your Don't Starve playthrough, I wouldn't even leave the island just yet. I would just spend all my time gathering all the resources on this island, because when you go to another island, you don't want to have to come back to this island for anything. You kind of want to just be set for wherever you go. Ooh, awesome. So this is actually a really good thing to have in the episode. So what we have is a message in a bottle. What messages in the bottle do is show you a map on of some treasure that's buried under the island. So let's look at the map real quick. And so what's great about this is you can actually zoom out. If you press R2, you can actually zoom out. And so this literally tells us exactly where another island is. So there's guaranteed to be an island in that direction. So you know what we're going to do? We are actually going to sail in that direction and find ourselves another island. So we're gonna spend our first day, you know, getting food, because you know you can have limpets, just get all the limpets. And so one thing I recommend not doing is destroying those limpet rocks. If you destroy that, then you pretty much are destroying a food source, because you never know when you're gonna have to come back to this island. You never know when you're gonna be in any kind of trouble. If you're running low on food or anything, you really want those limpets to be grown by the time you have to come back around to this island for any possible reason. So we're gonna head up to that treasure chest. And so I recommend just building an axe and a pickaxe. So those are the two main things you want to have. The first thing you should always build is a pickaxe above all else. The axe is important in like Reign of Giants for getting woods, but for Shipwreck, the first thing you want, the first thing you want is a pickaxe, because you're gonna need that so that you can get more flint. You don't, like I said, you don't want to run out of flint. So if all else fails, like, and you can't find any flint anywhere and you don't have enough to build an axe, you can go ahead and destroy like a couple of those limpet rocks just to get what you need. But alright, so we are gonna get a couple pieces of wood here, and I already have some grass, which is good. I got 18 pieces of grass, so we can make ourselves a boat. So let me show you guys how to make a boat. If you actually press L1, and you scroll down 2 blocks with your your left thumbstick, you can build the log raft. So the log raft takes 6 wood and 4 grass. So we're just going to go over here. And so what you have to do is you actually press the button to build it, and then you just have to walk near water. So just like that. Wait till it turns green, and you just put it down. And so you can jump on it with ease. Alright, so let me grab a couple more seashells here. Seashells are pretty common throughout the islands. You can make armor with them. And I know in the PC version of Shipwrecked, they are actually really, the seashell armor is really good because it shields you from poison. So when you're fighting poisonous snakes, it will shield you from their poison. And that is a really, really good thing, because being poisoned in Don't Starve is a terrible, terrible, tragic event. Aw, stupid crab. Stupid crab hid for me. It's okay. So I definitely need those rocks. Yeah, definitely want to have some rocks. Alright, so how much flint do I have? So I have 5 flint. That's a really good start. But I'm actually going to chop down this rock real quick before we get out of here and get off this island. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. So we got some rocks and we got some more flint. I don't need the niter right now. Alright, so I think we're good for this island right now. I think we are good. We are ready to set sail. So we're going to sail north here. So we're going to sail to that island up there. So, you know, one thing before we end this video, I'm going to end this episode of the beginner's how-to guide right here. I think I've given you guys pretty much all the good information for how to get started, especially for your first day. But one last thing I wanted to tell you guys is when you actually, you know, build your boat and you're sailing to a new island, the waves are a fantastic way to move around. So as you can see, I can move to the left because I'm following the current of the waves. If you ride the waves like this, then you actually get a little boost there, as you can hear the wind sound that you hear right there. It's pretty awesome. So you just whoosh. But if you try and hit them from the side, you actually damage your ship and you take water. So you get wet, and being wet is very bad. So as you can see, my sanity is actually going down right now. So when you're wet and your sanity is when you're wet, your sanity starts to go down, and you really don't want that to happen, because then you start seeing shadows. Shadows start attacking you, and everything just goes downhill after that. One other thing is, so if you do catch yourself sailing at night like I am right now, what you can do is you can build a torch. But the only thing with building a torch while you're on the boat, oh wow, I don't have enough space. Wow, I just wasted that torch. Let's drop that. Let's build one more torch here. So you can equip the torch, you can put the torch on, but the minute you start moving, the torch goes out. So you have to be aware of that. You really have to be aware of that. I'm actually just trying to see if there is one thing over here. No, I don't think this is that area. Actually, it might be. Hold on. So there's the island right there. I was trying to see. No, it's not up here. Okay, so I can't show you guys this time. There is something in the coral area that I could show you, but this is not that coral area. So we're actually going to go to the map here. I thank everybody for coming out and watching. I can't dig up the treasure right now because I do not have a shovel. But, you know, catch me for the next episode. I will give you guys some more tips, some more hints on how to survive in the early days of Don't Starve Shipwrecked, the PlayStation 4 version. Thanks for coming out. Hope you guys had a good time. Peace out.